Right, Harsh. Surely a good set of numbers is what you're saying compared to the ET now estimates. But we are joined by Kajal Gandhi as well. Kajal, good afternoon. And, I want to start with what are you making of the numbers? How do you see it? It doesn't seem like a bad set of numbers as of now.
The numbers are looking quite good actually because both on earnings side and provisions also have come as per estimates on the lower side, though sequentially because of some knockoffs it was lower last quarter. So the provisions are also decent, and on the bottom line above 9,000 crore is a very good number for the profit for SBI. And asset quality is also improved quite sharply. We were expecting up to so many quarters of sharp decline. This can be a quarter where we can see some marginal decline, but there also the numbers are, there's a sharp decline both on GNPA and NNPA numbers on the ratio side. So on a wholesome basis, I think largely in line with estimate, but still a good set of numbers.
Okay, largely in line, but a good set of numbers. You know what I'm reading, Kajal, is the slippage is also coming in. They're at around 2,845 crores for quarter 4. What can we understand from this number coming in for SBI?
Even this is also lower only. I think last quarter also we had such small numbers only. And even this quarter we are having this small number. It is not at all.
And what about overall, like you said, we're seeing an improvement coming in the asset quality of the company. Could we expect this to continue for SBI going forward? Okay, we also have Saurabh Jain with us also. Saurabh, coming to you. Kajal also mentioned, while our researcher also mentioned, it's a good set of numbers. Is that what you're seeing coming in? And what's your take coming in on the asset quality? We are seeing an improvement. Do you see this continuing going forward?
I think there is a good amount of improvement coming at the asset quality. Now the absolute number has declined, and now the net NPA stands at about 1.02 from 1.34. Same happened with the gross NPA under 4%. The best thing which we saw is that the loan growth. I mean, double-digit kind of a growth above the industry coming at 11% is a positive surprise. But it is very but the loan growth has hardly translated into the net interest income. I mean, on the net interest income, seems there is a miss of about 400-500 crore coming at 31,198 crore.
Okay, Saurabh, and also in terms of provisions, how are we looking at the provisions for SBI? They are seeing a bit of a reduction coming in, but what would you say about that?
I think probably it is because of some of the aging of the loans. In the last quarter also, the loan loss provisions was higher, and this time around, I guess so. Same thing must have happened because the slippages have been managed quite well by the bank, and the NP figures have also come down.
Okay, Saurabh, just hold on with us. We have Aditya also coming in with us. Aditya Shah. So, Aditya, I'm going to come to you. Why are we seeing higher profits coming in? The OPEX is higher than what is expected. So, how are you looking at the profits for SBI coming in?
I think the profits may have missed the street estimates that is there. However, if you see the loan growth, it has been pretty strong. We have not seen SBI reporting 11.6% loan growth that is there for a while. The asset quality is starting to stabilize, where the gross NPAs have come down from 4.5% to 3.9%. We will wait for the slippages number to really understand how the slippages have shaped up. However, this provides a strong base for the company. Over the next 2 to 3 years, banks like SBI, which have huge size, will push credit into the economy. So from that point of view, this result is very positive. Over the next 1.5, 2 years, make solid growth plans for SBI that is there. However, there can be some hits and misses in terms of profit. However, that is not very important. What is more important is we have a strong bank in terms of SBI that will give us loan growth over the next 2.5 years. So positive and thumbs up to the result.
Okay, and Aditya, lastly, I just want to know one thing is NPA reversals have been quite sharp. So, what are you making of this prima facie if you look at it in terms of the assessment there?
Yes. So we will wait for the slippages number, and then we will see, we will make of how the NPA reversals have turned out. However, with all the banks that we have talked, all the banks are really reporting that on ground, NPAs are continuing to stabilize. Those who have not paid are continuing to come back and pay. Similar must be the case with SBI. We will wait to hear from the management in the press conference that is there. From here on, I expect SBI to provide for the credit cost to get lower and lower, and to provide good growth while keeping the asset quality in control. So from that point of view, asset quality will not be a problem in the next 1.5, 2 years. What we have to just wait and see is when does SBI go into good double-digit loan growth, which should happen somewhere in FY23, which the management has already guided.
Okay, Aditya, thank you so much for joining in with us. Saurabh as well as Kajal for joining in with us on the show today and giving us your insight on SBI. As of now, seems like a good set of numbers coming in from the company. Stock is up almost 1% in trade. But we'll slip into a short break. Stay tuned in. We'll be back with Market Fatafat on the other side.